Good morning, students. Shall we start the class now?
Okay, students, today we are going to start with Unit 4, that is Role of Corporate Culture in Business. So, if the company has the corporate culture adopted in its business, then how it is going to benefit the business. So, we are going to study the benefits which is related to the corporate culture if it is implemented in the business. Now, coming to the first topic, let's see the meaning of corporate culture. Corporate culture refers to the beliefs and behaviors that determine how a company's employees and management interact and handle outside business transactions. That means, see, the employees and management interaction is not only important. How the employees and management interact with the outside business people also matters a lot. That is, with the suppliers, with the customers, with the bankers. They all are related to the business, right? So, if you have a culture that if your behavior is good, treating the outside people which are related to the business, that will resemble the corporate culture of the organization. Now, let's see some of the definitions related to corporate culture. The coming to the first one, according to J.C. Spendler, corporate culture as a belief system shared by an organization's members. So, it is a belief that the organization is following, and that belief will be shared by all the members of the organization. That is corporate culture. Let's see the second definition given by Causes, Caldwell and Posser. Now, corporate culture is a set of shared, enduring beliefs communicated through a variety of symbolic media, creating meaning in people's work lives. See, that means whatever the belief the organization is following, it should be shared by all the people in the organization. For example, if the company's policy is to treat the customer as a king, then the same thing will be believed and communicated throughout the organization. Now, let's identify some of the key features of corporate culture. Coming to the first one, risk and innovation. See, if the corporate companies are ready to take up the risk and if they are creative and innovative, then same application will be done to the employees. If the employees come out with some new ideas, the organization is going to recognize and motivate such employees. So, risk is the factor, thing, element or course which involves uncertain danger. But we should be ready for the future circumstances. Wherever there is risk, then there is also profit or good returns. So, if the organization's corporate culture is ready to take up the risk and innovative factors, then it should be ready to come out with better solutions that meets the new requirements for the employees as well as the customer needs. Another feature of corporate culture is attention in detail. That means, see, whatever the work schedule and performance is given in the organization, each and every employee should see that the work is completed on time. The resources are utilized properly. So, proper attention in detail has to be given to the work schedule by the employees and management in the organization. So, the employees also will improve in their performance, and if they give proper attention towards the work in the organization, achieving the organizational objectives will become easier. Coming to the next one, outcome orientation. Now, whatever the work is done, Finally, the outcome is very important. So, whatever the inputs, resources which is used in the organization, it should be utilized to the maximum, and the outcomes should also be maximum. That is nothing but the results which are achieved by the organization should be towards the goals of the organization. So, each and every employee and management in the organization should focus on the results, that is the objectives. So, we call it as outcome orientation. Coming to the next one, people orientation, the degree to which management decision take into consideration the effect of outcome on people within the organization. See, whatever is the organization's policies, procedures, vision, everything should be towards not only profit making but also towards the satisfaction of employees. So, it is called as people orientation. The employees are influenced by the performance and appraisal given by the organization. So, the organization should give the best effort to train the employees and focus on the organizational goals. For that, they should also see that the employee get proper salary, motivation, performance appraisal, and proper salaries along with job security should be given to them. So, the organization's corporate culture should be people oriented. The next point is aggressiveness, the degree to which people are aggressive and competitive rather than easygoing. See here, the management and the employees both should have the aggressiveness, that is the competitive spirit towards the organizational's better performance. So, this indicates that employees not only are interested in getting the salaries and appraisal but also towards the organizational goals achievement. So, here the employees should be with competitive spirit rather than thinking about easy going. Next point is customer orientation. Here we call customer is the king in the market. So, the company, whatever the products and services it is given to the customers, it should see that the products satisfy the needs, taste and preference of the customer. So, the customer orientation of the organizational culture which will mostly focus on the customized services to satisfy the customer. Customized service is nothing but you should analyze, you should take the feedback of the customers. It might be through retailers and wholesalers. Then you are going to modify the product according to the needs of the customer. So, the modification of design, color according to the need of the customer will increase the demand for the product in the market. Therefore, the success of the organization depends on satisfying the customer. So, customer orientation plays a major role in the corporate culture of the organization. Okay students, I hope you have understood all the points. In today's class, we have started with the Unit 4, that is role of corporate culture in business. You have come to know the definition and meaning of corporate culture along with the key features of corporate culture. I hope all the points are clear. In the next class, the notes will be posted to you. So, in these points, if you have not understood any point, you can let me know, but clearly understand the meaning and the definition of corporate culture, because the entire chapter depends on the meaning of the corporate culture. If you didn't understand the meaning and definition itself, then you will not understand anything. Therefore, first in any chapter you have to understand the introduction part very well. That will give you a good knowledge about the entire chapter.
Okay, students. Thank you, everyone. Meet you all in the next class.